What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm SubSyde, and today I'm going to be walking you through the top 3 AFK early game farms for your Minecraft worlds. Now, these 3 farms are fairly straightforward and easy to build and don't take a lot of materials, especially this one. That one's in it just because this is the first thing I usually build on any sort of survival world. And the next 2 are a little bit more complicated, but definitely worth building. So no more time wasted, let's get on with it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoy the video or find it useful, make sure you give it a like. Alright, so we'll start with the easiest first. That's the sweet berry farm. So this one, pretty straightforward. Sweet berries are easy to find early game. They're really good early game food too. But the only bad thing with sweet berry bushes is that you do take damage if you do walk into them. So this little contraption sort of eliminates that fact. So nice and easy. All you're going to need are a couple of oak wood slabs, or any slabs you like, and some trapdoors and some sweet berries, of course. So what we're going to do is just place down however many you want. This could be as long as you want. Once you've got them placed down, come to the side, trapdoor. And this is purely just to make it look nice, trapdoor. And what you want to do is crouch, place your slabs on top, and then come across to the other trapdoor. That way you can't walk into the bushes, you can't take any damage, and you've got an unlimited supply of food early game. That was nice and quick. On to number 2. This is probably one of my favorites. This is an automatic AFK chicken farm. So this will hatch your chicken eggs as well as cook them for you. So down in the chest you've got an unlimited supply of cooked chicken and unlimited supply of feathers. So not only have you got unlimited food, you've also got an unlimited supply and access to emeralds. Because if you have a fletching villager at your base, he will trade usually feathers for emeralds. Unlimited chicken, unlimited emerald. And that's why this is on the list. This is definitely one of my favorites. So let's get into how to build this one. What you're going to need is 1 chest, 1 minecart with hopper, 1 rail, 2 hoppers, 1 comparator, 1 observer, 1 redstone dust, 1 dispenser, 1 slab of any kind. You're going to need a bucket of lava, 16 glass, 1 solid block, and of course some chickens. And a lever if you want to, that's optional, I'll show you in a minute. So you want to start by digging out 2 holes, so 1, 2. Place down your chest, come around the back, crouch, place down your hopper. You're going to crouch and place your rail on top of this hopper with the minecart hopper on top. Grab your glass, you're going to place this either side so that rail doesn't slide off. If you want, you can place your solid block now, and that will go just behind this hopper, like so. Next, you want to build up the side, so we're going to go up 1 on each side with the glass, and then we're going to place down our slab just above our hopper minecart, like so. Once that's done, jump back up on top, and what we're going to do is we're going to crouch and we're going to walk back as far as we can and place down a dispenser facing towards the slab. Place your glass block in front of this slab, so it's 1 block above your chest, so you can still open your chest. But what that's going to do is it's going to stop any baby chickens from getting out. On top of this dispenser, what we're going to do is crouch and place down our hopper. Come around the back, we're going to dig down 2 holes. This is just for access. We'll fill these back in later. What you want to do is grab your observer, face up, crouch and place it on the back of your dispenser. Fill these holes back in and place down a redstone dust underneath this observer. Then on top of your observer, you want to face away from the farm, and you want to place down your comparator facing away from this hopper. At this point, if you want to double check that all this redstone's working, what you can do is come up to the top and chuck in an item, and that's going to come down. And if it's come down into the chest, you know you've done it right, so we can crack on with the rest. Next, what you want to do is grab your glass. We're going to build this up a little bit more, so we're going to come up 1, 2, 3. Grab your bucket of lava, and we're going to place that now next to this hopper, like so. Make sure you crouch and place if you're placing it there, otherwise place it against this glass. And if you come down, you can see you've got that gap underneath then, and that's where your baby chicken's going to live until they grow up. And unfortunately, when they do grow up, they are going to die. Sorry. Next part, we need to build where our adult chickens are going to live. So for that, we need our glass again. You can place a temporary block on this glass here, and then 1 above your lava. You don't have to break that, you can keep that there if you want to. You just need 1 extra bit of glass. A temporary block there, glass above your lava, and then we're going to make sure this is where our other chickens are going to live. So temporary block, build a block up, get rid of that one, and we can come around this then, like so. And that's where your chicken's going to sit. So you can get rid of these corners if you like, you don't need to, but I like to keep it looking a little bit sharp. So we're going to build it 2 high all the way around, and that's where our chickens are going to live. And that's that one pretty much done. All you need to do now is get your chickens inside. You could do that a couple of different ways. You can collect a load of chicken eggs and just throw the eggs into the top here, and they'll hatch as babies at the bottom. Or what you could do is if you've got a couple of chickens, you could get some blocks, and then you could make like a little staircase going up to the top, and you can lead them up with seeds and then push them into the hole, which is what I do most of the time. And in regards to the lever, this bit's optional, but sometimes if you've got too many chickens in the top and they lay in too many eggs too quickly, they can get caught up, and you'll see like a collection starting in this dispenser. So what I like to do, like on this one, is see there's already one that's backlogged on this one. So what I like to do is just keep a lever on the side just so I can empty it every now and again. But if there's a couple in there, what you can do is just stand here, give it a couple of clicks, make sure it's empty. But yeah, sometimes it can backlog, but what you want to do is just, like I said, just keep a lever on the side and just give it a couple of clicks, and that won't interrupt any sort of redstone then. And last but not least, this is our wool farm. Now, I like to have a wool farm early game, especially because I use the beds method when looking for your ancient debris. And this one's been up now, well, a while, and it's already got a few stacks for us, which is pretty good. And this is just the one, so you could duplicate this. You could have 5 or 6 of these in a row. Well, you could have as many as you want of these in a row, and it's going to get you a nice amount of wool. And so for this one, what you're going to need is 7 glass, 1 chest, 1 dispenser, 1 redstone dust, 1 observer, 1 rail, 1 minecart with hopper, 1 standard hopper, 12 grass blocks, some shears, and of course some sheep. And like the last one, we're going to start out by digging a hole 2 blocks wide. We're going to place our chest down in the first one. Our hopper, crouch and place into the back of the chest. Crouch and place your rail on top of your hopper. Then place in your minecart with hopper on top. Place a couple of dirt blocks either side so it's not going to slip off that rail anywhere. You can also place one at the back. Yeah, place one at the back. We will need to place one at the back. On top of this then, what we could do is build one up on the side. Build it across the top of that minecart hopper. And on the back here, we're going to jump around the back and place down our observer facing into that block of dirt. Next, grab another block of dirt. We're going to place that behind this observer. Then we're going to come around the front with our dispenser. Place that on top of your observer facing towards the grass. Place your redstone dust on top of the grass behind your dispenser. So it should be looking like this. You've got your hopper facing towards the grass. Redstone dust on the block behind it, and then your dispenser facing the grass. Grab some more grass blocks, and what we're going to do is come across the front 3 times like so. 1 here and 1 here. So what that's going to do is when your sheep eats the grass, it's got enough grass blocks around it then for the grass to spread over to this main block. Hello! Next, it's time to grab our glass blocks. We're going to place 2 on each side, 2 in the front, and we're going to crouch and place 1 on top of your dispenser. Now, there's a couple of ways you can get your sheep in there. Same as like I said with the chickens. You could make a little bridge going up to it, grab some wheat, lure them to the top. When they get to the top, just nudge them into the hole. That's how I do it. If you fancy, you could do like a bubble elevator, but a little stairway up will do the job just fine. But I'm going to cheat and just pop 1 in there, and you only need the 1 in there. It won't work with any more. You won't get any more benefits from it. And just to start it off, what you need to do is grab your shears, shear it once, and then quickly pop the shears into your dispenser. Now what will happen is when the sheep eats the grass, the observer block will notice that, send a redstone signal to there, activates the shears, takes off the wool drops down into your chest. And that was 5 wool off 2 chops of your sheep. So that's it for my top 3 AFK starter farms. If you did enjoy the video, consider giving it a like, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you did subscribe, I'll see you in the next one.